Yo. Alright, we're on the Wolfie But More channel. A little bit more relaxed, you could say. This is me uploading the video. I just recorded this, the randomized Black Horse teams thing, and I'm gonna try it again. I refresh this one, let's see what happens. I mean, this is fun. It's a challenge for sure, because look, man, I'm sure a lot of people would be cool with each other, but from an organizer standpoint, a lot of the things that I was looking at was a little too random. So I had to figure some stuff out. It was tough, but anyways, let's get my first person on the board. That being Jack, of course, who was actually on the other draft as well, if I remember correctly. In case you missed it, go watch the other video, of course, as well. The way this works is I just have a randomizer. I'm gonna randomly spin the wheel, try to get a player, and place them onto a team. Once they are on a team and I spin the wheel, they are gonna stay there pretty much. And I'm gonna try to make as cohesive as possible teams from the 40 random people that I get thrown at me, like King Samalot, who actually works pretty well with red. And I'll probably put him with Radoons. Though, that takes the direction of the team a specific way, but I think that should be fine. Shizu, a repeat player from this draft as well, but I'll grab him regardless. Shizu is, I can't remember where he went, right here. Cool. And then you have Gucky I can probably put with Jack. I think that should be fine. And then a Giga. We're just blitzing through this one. Giga actually is a really, really good person to have for this draft, because Giga knows a good amount of people and is pretty willing to team with people that they are not familiar with. I think it's probably good if I set up a team that has someone like Giga in case I get like Iron Mouse or Big Puffer. Big Puffer doesn't really go that direction, but just because I think that's just it's good to have a foundation. I want to put Puffer on orange. It doesn't really make sense. Like, he doesn't know either red or Samalot, but if we assume, like, these people would play no matter what, they just, get randomly drafted, and that's just a good spot to put him. A Wurchel has not made an appearance in Block Wars in a long time, but I'm going to put him on a separate team for now. He's got the speedrunner approach. Bricky, who can go with VTubers pretty easily. I don't know if he knows Shizu. He does know Giga, but considering the last draft had like every VTuber of all time, I think I'm gonna also leave Bricky on a separate team for now. Super though. Super is definitely a tricky one. I'm gonna have to put him on a separate team. I don't love that I have to do this early. Anthos is a wonderful, wonderful person to have in this specific draft because he works anywhere, really. He works anywhere. I'm gonna put him with Super TF though because we need somebody to tie him and someone else together. Ethan Nestor, I don't know if Puffer and Ethan Nestor know each other, but I sure hope so, because that might be the approach that we need to take here. Is it? Does he work anywhere else? I mean, this is probably the best I can do. CJ is good to have. Put him with Wurchel. He's in that type of bubble, right? That works. Cheap Pickle, okay. Cheap Pickle on orange, that's a team, I think. Wow, that's... Jesus. Wow, that's something. That is something. That is something for sure. Ethan Nestor is a duplicate. This is, yep. Wow. Wow. I mean, it would be funny. Bricky's also a duplicate. We're getting duplicates back to back here. What else we got? Haka, Banzoin Haka, who also is relatively easy to work with. However, I think in this instance, we gotta put him with either Bricky or Giga. I think Giga is probably the best slot to put him with because Giga and what's it called? Haka is a very good foundation for a team. Rafflegator. I don't know why there's so many repeat players between these drafts. Maybe it's because everything is in order. Maybe I should make them not in order in that thing. But I'm gonna put Rafflegator here. I feel like that's probably fine. Smant. Smant's actually really good to have. He just works on green like a beautiful man on green. Haka is a duplicate man, a duplicate guy. Wow. No, Smant works super well on green here. That's actually great. I actually think nowadays CJ might be, CJ and Smant are definitely on a similar level for Black Horse. Fan. Ooh. I don't really know where to put Fan here. I think she works... She's somebody who you can do quite a bit with in terms of team making. But I'm trying to figure out what the best approach is here. Do I want a separate team for FanFan? Probably not. I think FanFan's going to have to go on Aqua. Let's just hope I get, like, Sleepy or something, right? Purple's also good. Purple's actually great. I think Purple in this draft is fantastic, even. But where? Where do I put him? He's teamed with Bricky. He would be good to have on green. I mean, ideally I'd want Feinberg, but honestly Purple's good to have here as well. I think, I mean, Aqua would be okay. He'd be nice to have on pink to balance that out. But in terms of making things cohesive, maybe pink is probably the best, but I'll put him on pink. Ryan Krinios. Actually, I'm so glad I just made that call, because Ryan Krinios, put him on green, honestly, low-key. He's also somebody who you can put with a lot of people, right? But that just helps a lot. Fruit. Low-key. I think Fruit finishes green team. Is that a strong team? Yeah, but, like, do I care? Nah. I think I need that. I think I needed Fruit there. Maybe Ryan could have gone on a different team. Krinios, that is. To maybe help balance things out, because there is a high actually there's a high chance that we get somebody that would work nicely on green. Maybe because this hasn't happened, maybe I can still move Fruit, but Fruit there is so nice. Does he make more sense on a different team? I mean, he works on red, of course. Yellow is just kind of random for him. Purple's kind of random for him. Pink, I do not want to make an Esther duo on this, but I guess, yeah, we move on. Failboat. Wow. I've really just... that's so annoying. Failboat works super well on green. Unfortunately, green is locked in now. Oh god. Do I start a new team with Failboat? I kind of have to. I'll do that. Akko, putting him on red, of course. Minecrafter goes with Minecrafters. Pretty easy choice to make there, I think, in my opinion, at least. It's Timmy. Oh. I think we gotta put him on Aqua. That's a fucking awesome team. I forgot I can swear on this channel. I was almost freaking out, but that doesn't really matter. Michi. Michi kind of has to go on pink. That just makes the most sense. Michi is here. Michi goes here. Michi... Haku's played like 3 times. He's probably better. Misty. Ooh. I wanted Misty for green initially, but Misty actually works really nicely across the board, I think. I'd probably say Misty would be nice to have with Failboat. I think that's a good foundation to work with. Mooney goes with... Ooh, probably Shizu. I think Mooney and Shizu's probably easy to work with. That is not very strong. A Lithe Arrow here as well. Ooh, probably Blue. Because he's like a fighting game creator, and as much as there's not like perfect overlap, I think they'd get along really nicely. Rattles. I need Rattles on yellow, I think. Just to help balance things out a little bit. That's just my best shot, really. Grimmy works well on... I mean, I guess Grimmy can go on a lot of spots. Grimmy has teamed with Giga and Purpled, so that would be familiar. Rattles, she's teamed with, and I'm sure that they know Bricky. I want to say that I put Grimmy with Rattles, maybe. Although, I mean, Grimmy on pink works well too. I'm just setting up. I'm gonna put Grimmy here. I'm setting up the foundation of. There's a chance I get Iron Mouse, right? Sens works too. And in case I get someone like Iron Mouse, I'd be screwed if I don't put. If I don't have a spot for them. And this pink team is established enough that I can kind of put anyone there. That's fine. It also could still have a good player. Sens is where? Oh, here. Sens, it's not balanced, but it probably would be nice to put on yellow, or Sens is just a good person to put there, probably. I mean, would Sens on purple work? Grimmy would have probably been decent on purple. Vinny, I think I'm putting Vinny on purple, right? I mean, Vinny knows Misty and Lythero too. That'd be fine. I think Vinny knows Lythero. Probably. Maybe. I know he knows Bricky for sure, and I feel like he could know Rafflegator. I'll put him there. I think he might know Philboat. Harvey. We like Harvey. Harvey is also somebody you can be relatively creative with. I think Harvey on pink would be super fun. But the balancing would be a bit of a concern. Would Harvey on purple be a good idea? Maybe. Probably not red, because that feels like it'd be too strong leaning. Harvey would be fun on aqua too. Harvey is just good to have across the board here, really. I'm gonna put Harvey on pink, maybe? Purpled Harvey, Giga, Haka, and Michi? That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Ollie. See, this is why I was saving up red spots. Ollie Heike hate me. That's a red team player if I've ever seen one. I need someone for purple though. Ashley is going to be a little bit tricky to work with here, maybe. I mean, Ashley. Okay, so the thing is, I now have to value two things. Do I want to put Ashley with somebody they know, or do I want to put Ashley on a team that I think they would be cool with? And those answers happen to be very different. I'm going to go for the team that they're cool with. I think Ashley goes on red. Otherwise, it'd be with Anthos, but I don't know if Ashley would work super well on this team. Eloise, that's a bummer. I should have put Eloise on red. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Eloise can be fine. Oh, God. No, Eloise would have worked so much better on red than on the other teams. Not on aqua. Eloise knows Misty. Eloise is funny, so it would work with the fellas that are on this team. Eloise on purple. How would purple Eloise work if we get Shane? The only way this works is if we get Shane. Do I want to bank on a 1 in 175 chance to get Shane? Not really. Not really, if I'm being fully honest. I'm gonna take the risk and put Eloise here. Eloise Frag, order-wise, probably there. Camman. Okay, Cam is actually great to have here. Camman knows Bricky, that's good. Like there was a duplicate. That comes in clutch. That comes in clutch. Honestly. Yahi. Yahi's a funny dude, man. I think he goes on purple. I don't really know if he works perfectly on purple, but he goes on purple. Emerome, is a pretty fun person to work with as well in terms of team making. I think Emerome can go, honestly, any direction. I think Emerome's not really, like, super picky about team stuff. Would be fun on aqua. Could be okay on purple. I'm going to say we get a VTuber and I put Emerome here. Jess. Wow. Jess would have worked perfectly on aqua. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Of course, you know, that's just unlucky. That's just unlucky, I guess. Oh well. Anyways, here's the results of this second attempt of the draft. I want to say that this one overall is a little better. I don't have. No, I have green. Green is a very, very cohesive team. Pink team would work really nicely as well, I think, in full honesty. Red team would be a pretty fun one. This could be a good, like, pride team, right? As much as orange connection-wise doesn't really make a lot of sense, it'd be fun. Yellow actually makes a lot of sense, but it's just not very balanced. So I'd say that that's still valued pretty highly. This is a pretty cohesive team. This one, aside from Eloise, I think is pretty cohesive, and then this one is a little random. So honestly, I'm not mad at it. This is a better attempt than on the or Wolfie Extras channel. The But More channel prevails yet again. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and let me know if you want me to just do this more. I'll do these. They're fun little puzzles, and maybe I can do it with somebody else at some point. That'd be a little fun challenge as well. Anyways, bye. See you later.